That's too quiet. That's what happens when I fuck with the audio settings. Hello, everybody, and welcome to iReadit, bringing you your daily dose of the internet for Thursday, June 14th, 2018. I am Michael Schwahn.
And I'm Max Volume.
You're funny. You're funny, and that is well-timed and very appropriate. Please remember, everybody, you can help support the show by going to patreon.com/dailyinternet or picking up yourself some merchandise such as the Sucks to Suck shirt that I am wearing right now in the link below. Also remember that we will be holding an Ask Us Anything on episode 500. This is episode 482, so please submit your questions anywhere and everywhere that you can get in contact with us. Drop comments on any of our posts, on any of our videos, anywhere, or on the audio-only versions. You can find those on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, as well as Reddit. All of those are at iRedditcast or via email to iReddit@mjolnir.media. So, Mr. Volume, how are you today?
All right, I guess. I'm most likely going to get into an argument with my landlord.
Yeah, those suck. Why? What's going on?
My dryer's not working, and he doesn't want to pay for a new one.
I can't say I blame him for not wanting to pay for a new one, but why does he not want to pay for a new one?
Because apparently it broke because of change and headphones that were left inside pockets.
You know, I don't know if I believe that.
Neither do I.
Like, I don't believe that modern... Is it a newer one, at least?
I don't know. It might be older. I don't know the date on it.
You know, I still call bullshit, actually, because I even remember being young and leaving change and shit in my pockets, and it never fucked up any of our dryers or washers or anything.
Yo, same.
So, yeah, I'm going to have to call bullshit with that as well. Like, I'm not even certain if that's possible with the way that... Is it a front-loading or a top-loading washing machine?
Front-loading. It's a dryer.
Oh, it's a dryer? I thought you said washer.
Mm-mm.
Okay, so it's the dryer that's fucked up?
Yeah.
I still don't see how that would have a chance of fucking it up anywhere.
See, I think what happens is because the tumbler is loose and it's catching clothing. And so he's probably like, oh, hey, change and the headphones got in there, and that's what fucked it up. But that wouldn't have been a problem in the first place if it wasn't already broken.
Right. Well, and also, even beyond that, like... It doesn't make sense. I mean, because, like... You couldn't put a hoodie in there if you wanted to go by that logic in terms of headphones.
Right, because of the pull string.
Yeah, so that doesn't make sense. I think he just doesn't want to. And I know you can fix to tighten the tumbler. I mean, you should be able to anyway. So
that thing has more problems than just a tumbler.
That's fair.
I'm out hundreds of dollars of clothes because all of them have fucking holes in them everywhere.
Maybe look for, like, large garment bags.
I'm going to research as much as I can on it, present him with the things, and if he does not do it, then I'm going to small claims court.
Cool. Good plan. Helps that you know all the ins and outs of that shit.
Mm-hmm.
In any case, so we were gone for about a week. I apologize, everybody. We were gone Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Monday and Tuesday, I had a pretty severe cold, and I was also assembling Nathan's new computer, which he is using right now. I assembled that on Tuesday, and, well, finished assembling it on Tuesday. I built most of it this weekend, but I had to finish getting it together and getting the operating system input on it, and all of my light just went away because the sun went away. Now I look like I'm sitting in the dark. Anyway, got that assembled on Tuesday, and then on Wednesday, yesterday, I had a pretty large meeting at work, so that was why we were not here yesterday. But we are here now, and we will be back for quite some time to come. We shouldn't have too many more issues arising thanks to all of this bullshit.
Absolutely.
So, at least that's what we hope, anyway. That's what we hope for.
Yeah, here's hoping. Chadwick in the chat says it happened to him at one point. His dryer tore up all his clothes. He says, whatever, they're breezy and I like it. Sure, I mean, they're breezy and you know, it's not bad, but, like, they look bad, and I work in a semi-professional setting, and on top of that, women think I look like a scrub.
Can't have that.
I'm trying my best to pretend that I'm not.
Don't be a scrub, Nathan.
So...
Don't be a scrub. Mm-hmm. All right. Anyway, do you want to talk about some news?
Yeah.
Yeah? Cool. Let's do that then. Let's talk about some news.
5,
Operation Broken Heart. 2,300 suspected child sex offenders arrested.
This was submitted by Go69 Pack 420 Go to our news.
So this was just a special operation, essentially, through a specific online targeting network. Essentially, they use an algorithm to try and find as many of these guys as possible during a 3-month nationwide operation that occurred from March to May. They actually found over 2,300 child sex offenders and 25,000 abuse complaints.
Damn. That is a whole fucking lot.
And so some of these, I mean, they might end up not actually going through, but some of them they've actually already went forward with their cases, with numerous charges being levied against some of them. So
as well they should.
Power to the people that put together this operation and found a method to actually carry this out effectively.
Mm-hmm.
Because, you want to talk about some garbage people? Here's some garbage people.
Yeah, no, that's textbook definition garbage. All those people fucking awful.
Like, then there's some lines that you just don't cross, and that's one of them.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Those guys are all probably going to die in prison too.
Probably, because even criminals are like, yeah, I killed like 3 dudes, but yeah, you're still worse.
Absolutely, and they'll fucking hang them.
I'll just add a 4th one to my 3. Why not?
Yeah. So there's that.
Yeah,
that's something to look forward to for them.
I do hope that there is an additional level of process to actually validate the investigations and arrests, though, because as poorly as these people are treated, it does suck really bad when it is found out later that someone was completely innocent in these type of things because of how heavily ostracized these people are. Like, they are garbage people, but because of how garbage that the world sees them, if someone is falsely accused of this, it basically just completely ruins their life, which is unfortunate.
Yeah, no, there's even bleh, I can't words today.
Words.
Yeah.
Okay. Would you like to just move on, buddy?
Yeah, words are hard.
4,
Mars rover Opportunity has survived 5,161 days longer than expected. You okay?
That's a new fucking hole. It's like a giant one right in the middle of my fucking chest.
Perfect.
Oh, God.
You're Iron Man.
This was submitted by the Sheets Tweets to our space.
So Opportunity is not Curiosity. Curiosity is the one that we just sent a few years ago that's sending also the big, beautiful pictures. Opportunity and its sister rover Spirit were actually sent back in 2004. A successful mission for them would be to operate on Mars's surface for 90 days. That was what they needed to survive for it to be considered a successful mission. Opportunity is still going over 14 years later. Spirit, unfortunately, got trapped in a big sandbank, ended up not being able to charge itself and get out of the bank, and it's trapped, and it's now just a dead rover. But Opportunity is still going, although there is a concern about its ability to survive moving forward, and the reason for that is that it is an older model. Obviously, it's 14 years old, so that means it was probably built closer to 15 to 16 to 17 years ago, and there is a massive dust storm that is going to be covering about a quarter of the planet, and is expected to take away the sun, which is the Opportunity's power source, as well as make it very cold, temperatures as much as negative 20 degrees, which would cause the hardware to freeze, which means that if it is unable to get power to warm itself back up, to turn itself back on, it could just go to being completely inoperable. But it has already put itself into a low power state, and so as long as it is able to maintain enough power to turn itself back on by the time the storm passes when the sun comes back out, then it should be able to keep going even beyond this.
That's fucking cool.
Science.
That's really exciting. No, that's fucking awesome. The longer it goes, the more data it gets to pull in.
The interesting thing is that Opportunity is actually in better shape 14 years later than Curiosity is after being there for like 3 or 4 years.
I mean, did anything like accidental happen to it?
To Opportunity or Curiosity?
To Curiosity.
It wasn't accidental, but it ran into it drove on a particular path that ended up wrecking a good portion of its wheels. It's still operational, still able to roll around, but its wheels have massive holes in them now.
Interesting.
So, whereas Opportunity is still pretty pristine for 14 years later.
That's pretty sick, though.
Yay, science!
Yeah, no, that's awesome. Let's build more of those rovers that last 14 plus years.
Although I really like one of the very first comment that is made on this post, and what they say is, because it's such a long-lived machine. Oh, sorry. Oh, the top post has actually changed. I apologize. They said, we're going to land on Mars, and that little guy is going to waddle up to the astronauts like a lost puppy.
I will tell you what, it is going to prove that it is much, much better than my my dryer.
Yeah, exactly. We're going to get to Mars, and it's going to roll up. Wally!
I really wish my dryer would last 14 years.
I mean, I think most people would.
Yeah.
But I don't believe that they're actually designed anymore to last longer than like 5 years.
Well, shit. That's real shitty.
Yeah, it really is. But, oh, well, good luck with your shitty shit.
I have to look up so much crap now.
Good luck, friend.
Thank you.
3,
Antarctica loses 3 trillion tons of ice in 25 years.
This is submitted by Soup Ninjas to Our World News.
So it's not quite 3 trillion. It's 2.7 trillion tons of ice, but it's still considerable. In terms of what is the cause, well, I don't think I have to explain that too much, and that is climate change and global warming. The planet's getting warmer, climates are changing, it is staying warmer in Antarctica, so the ice is melting and disappearing, which is bad because that is changing the ecosystems of the entire world to an irreversible state.
Well, I'll just say it. That's a fucking assload of fucking ice.
It is.
That's, oh man, 3 trillion tons.
3 trillion tons, that's 6 quadrillion pounds.
But global warming is all lies.
Chadwick says lies, it's the gay frogs. Turn the fucking frogs gay!
They turned the fucking frogs gay.
Yeah,
that is all the gay frogs.
Just gay frogs everywhere, buddy.
That's real fucking shitty.
You know, we actually need we need that on.
We're gonna be losing, like, Antarctica is gonna fucking super melt. And we're gonna lose the entirety of a fucking continent.
There is actually land underneath Antarctica. It's just buried underneath ice. The ice has actually built up so much and is so heavy that it has pushed the land below sea level.
That's not gonna stop us from losing a continent.
I mean, we don't know what would happen as the ice melts, though.
It'll be submerged.
The land might come back up.
But the water...
But the water would also rise. Never mind! Because of all the ice. Got it.
Yeah.
Suck. Yeah.
Just because the ice melts doesn't mean all of that mass moves and
yeah,
leaps.
You're right. It didn't get picked up and placed somewhere else. It's
right, they didn't just push it over there.
Damn.
2,
Jogger who trashed man's things charged with robbery in new dispute.
As submitted by Yamamba78 to our news.
Leave the homeless people alone. So a jogger was caught on camera trashing a homeless man's belongings in Oakland Park. He was actually filmed going through the man's stuff and throwing most of it into the garbage. When members of the public questioned him about his actions, he said, "It's garbage. I'm just cleaning up all this shit." But the thing is that homeless people, while they may appear like they have a lot of what you might consider garbage, they also do have actual possessions, and they have a right to have those possessions. Especially, like, when you throw away the dude's phone.
Yeah. Actually, even if it's just garbage, that's his garbage. You're not supposed to go through other people's trash.
Yeah, so he is actually being charged with felony charges.
Nice.
For, what is it? No. What the fuck? He is being charged with... Fuck.
Robbery?
It was more than that.
Assault?
Second-degree felony for strong-arm robbery. Not just robbery, strong-arm robbery. Because he basically just, like, harassed this dude, threw him down, and took his stuff and threw it away.
Yeah, that's a little more than just going over to a camp and throwing the camp away.
Yeah, I'm throwing all your shit away. Get a job.
Yeah, that's kind of fucked up.
Yeah, kind of fucked up.
Kind of a lot.
Don't do that, guy. Let the dude just,
Just let him live, dude.
Yeah, if he wants to live that way, that's fine. If he's not allowed to live that way wherever he is, let someone know that.
Don't do it yourself. Report it. Get somebody else to do it. Because if you're going to do it yourself, you're going to have things like this occur.
Yep. Sorry, buddy. Not that sorry, but sorry to the homeless guy.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Sorry to that guy.
1.
Summarization of the United States of America and North Korea summit.
All right. This was submitted by Moist Daddy to Our World News.
So, the summit in Singapore between the President of the United States, Donald J. Trump, and the leader, what is his name? The Supreme
Leader.
The Supreme Leader of North Korea?
Of the DPRK.
Of the Democratic Republic of North Korea?
Democratic People's Republic of Korea.
Okay, sure.
Of North Korea.
Okay, there you go.
I think.
I don't
Or is
know.
it just Korea?
I couldn't tell you. Anyone.
I don't remember.
Kim Jong-un, they met in Singapore as part of a summit to try and build relations between the two countries. Not a whole lot happened. In terms of actual, they talked about some stuff, they talked about what they might do, they talked about what they could do, but nothing was actually decided. Just hey, this is me, this is you, these are our situations, all right, well, have a good day, goodbye.
Didn't we decide to pull out of joint war games with South Korea?
It was one of the things that were discussed, but no actual order has been put forward, and no orders have been received by neither the American troops nor the South Korean troops that are currently based in South Korea.
Well, that's good. At least no orders have gone forward, because that would be crazy if fucking China found out before our goddamn military.
Yeah.
Which is legit, could be a thing if those orders do occur.
It's true. We'll find out, though. But nothing has actually come from the meeting, from the summit. Now, in terms of what everyone has been talking about, people have instead been talking about Trump's response after the summit.
Where he essentially said that he's going to make up some excuse?
Maybe? I don't remember those words.
There was he definitely said that he would probably make up some excuse if something bad went wrong.
Oh, I didn't hear that part, but it doesn't surprise me either.
Here, I'll find the exact quote. Keep talking.
Okay, so because there was interviews right after the summit, of course, with Donald Trump about how the meeting went. And basically people are asking the questions that you would expect to ask in terms of if you're wanting to kind of hit Donald Trump in a negative way. And that is, how do you feel talking to a person like Kim Jong-un? Especially because Kim Jong-un and his family is responsible for what has literally been labeled as crimes against humanity, of torturing his own people, starving them, etc. And Donald Trump says, that he has done some bad things, but everybody has done some bad things, and that he doesn't seem to be that bad of a guy, and that he has the best interest of his people at heart.
I can understand that. All right, so here's the quote. I may be wrong. I may stand before you in 6 months and say, hey, I was wrong.
Oh.
I don't know that I'll ever admit that, but I'll find some kind of an excuse.
Sure, yeah, no. I remember hearing that, actually. So, but the thing that most of the internet has also said in terms of, saying, oh man, I can't believe Donald Trump would talk to the guy or anything like that, the biggest response is, hopefully something good comes from it. Hopefully something good comes from it. Because regardless of how much we don't like Donald Trump, how much of a shitbag Kim Jong-un is, if it results in a positive change for the just completely oppressed people of North Korea, then fuck it.
Now, if we can stop alienating our own allies in addition.
Well, yeah. Chadwick says, to be fair, imagine you have a very complex and dangerous problem to fix. You have a partner. You hate that partner. You've literally been at war for 70 years. It takes time, and sometimes you can't always be shitty to each other. Well, no, you're absolutely right. In fact, if you took a shitty stance, you would never make any progress. It is why it is one of the things that I even talked about around 2 years ago when Donald Trump was running for president, was that because of the person he is and the ties that he has, regardless of whether they're negative or not, if he is able to actually accomplish a level of improving relations with the strained parties around the globe, that is a benefit. Although, I am going to put a little caveat onto that, is that fuck, god damn it, stop making all of the people that do like us not like us.
Dude, I'm wondering if Pyongyang's gonna get a goddamn Trump Tower soon.
For fucking real. Canada is not and has never been, and unless you fuck it up, will never be our enemy. They are your super nice upstairs neighbor that you can always ask for anything because they love you. Don't make them move.
I saw this really interesting thing. So there's this guy called Poppin' Cream on Reddit. This guy goes through in the comment sections and will detail everything about investigations and whatnot. So he's got a new subreddit started for him by somebody else called Shit Poppin' Cream Says, where he outlines with sources all of the things that is going wrong. And one of them is mentioning how, and it seems very far-fetched, I can understand people not going for it, but how Russia is doing this thing with climate change, climate denial, so that when the Arctic Circle warms up, it's easier for them to get the oil there because they are so dependent on oil for their economy. Now, because they're doing this, they're encroaching on Canada more and more. And so in order to alienate Canada further, they are doing this with America, essentially, to fuck up the Arctic Circle.
That seems pretty damn far-fetched, but maybe.
I mean, there are sources.
So really what it actually is they want the Arctic Circle to completely melt so that they have a direct path to invade Canada.
Yeah.
That's what
No,
it is.
I mean, not only that, but mostly for the oil.
No, they're just gonna take Canada.
Because like the Arctic Circle has assloads upon assloads of oil.
Like,
this is also why they're being so hard on immigrants right now, because they know that when the global warming and everything occurs, that everyone in the middle of the goddamn planet is going to start moving northward, and because of their anti-immigration policies set forth now, it's going to be easier for them to decline them when they come.
Well, and even beyond that, that could also feed into why Donald Trump is trying to make Canada an enemy, so that when Russia does invade Canada, we don't have to help them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep, definitely gay frogs.
Yep, definitely gay frogs. All the gay frogs. Hey, Nathan.
I'm Mr. Meeseeks! Look at me!
What did you care about in the last 24 hours?
It's that one you put there, actually. That was a real good guess.
Yeah, I figured it was either that one or you might change it to the one I sent you like an hour ago.
That one was pretty good. But Ewan McGreggor is going to play Danny Torrance in the Shining sequel, Dr. Sleep.
Submitted by Not Subway Guy to our movies.
This is exciting because there's going to be more Stephen King movies. The reason why for the longest while there hadn't really been any Stephen King movies is because notoriously in the past, Stephen King movies have been very hit and miss. Stephen King movies oftentimes are not very good initially and will later on get a cult following. For instance, some notable bad ones, The Tommyknockers. Not a very great movie.
The Langoliers.
The Langoliers. Dreamcatcher, not considered great movies. Other ones that were considered bad but are now considered cult classics, It was not considered a good thing until much later when people started enjoying it and whatnot. So with it getting remade and its immense success and popularity, in addition to Gerald's Game on Netflix having immense success, all of these places that have the rights to Stephen King's films are now starting to try and option them more to try and make money on this big craze. So I feel like this is the beginning of a giant Stephen King renaissance, because not only is Dr. Sleep being made into a movie, but the prequel to The Shining also is being optioned for film. They just haven't gotten through all of the talks for that yet.
You know, like, I don't like any of the Stephen King movies or any of the books, so I am not.
That's because you're an uncultured swine.
That's fair. I'll accept that. I don't give that much of a shit. But it's just like, if that is what's in fact happening, that we are having a Stephen King renaissance where there's just going to be a sudden flood of shows and movies and extra media based around Stephen King, I am so not there.
I am all for it because Stephen King has been great when it comes to writing. However, I will agree with a lot of people. I feel like he was a little better at writing when he was on immense amounts of cocaine. That being said, Stephen King films have been a staple of my childhood. Some of my favorite films have been The Shining, Stand By Me was fantastic and is not horror. The Stand was probably one of my favorite things growing up, mostly because MOON spells fucking everything.
Sure.
So I'm excited because Stephen King's great at writing, not as great at movies, but I feel like that's mostly on other people who are writing adaptions, essentially.
All right.
As well as directors.
Thing I cared about, and I realize I said 24 hours on yours when in fact it's much more than that. The thing I cared about is E3. They recently, the entertainment, what does the E3 stand for? Something, entertainment something expo?
Yeah. Blah, blah,
Electronic
blah, blah.
Entertainment Expo.
Yeah, that one.
Which is basically a place for all of the people that make video games to go there and just showcase off all of the video games that they have in the works. And motherfucking Jesus Christ, am I going to buy so many goddamn video games?
I'm getting a Switch for a lot of Switch stuff.
Like, I'm so glad I already own a Switch because, like, I'm going to buy Mario Tennis Aces. I'm going to buy Octopath Traveler. I am going to buy Super Mario Party. I am going to buy Let's Go Pokemon. I don't know if I'm getting Pikachu or Eevee yet. I'm going to buy Super Smash Bros. Ultimate because, holy fuck, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
Yeah, I liked everything Nintendo except for Let's Go Eevee and Let's Go Pikachu.
I'm interested in them mostly because they look fun, they look cute, and also because it actually allows you to play couch co-op multiplayer. And I have a 8-year-old daughter, so
that makes sense.
It'll be good for us.
From a competitive aspect, that game's trash.
Oh yeah, I mean for a competitive Pokemon, it's an absolute fucking joke. Especially that you can literally just. I'm curious how the power-up candies work because you can like feed HP candies to a Pokemon.
They'll most likely be the awkward. Okay, so in regular Pokemon, they have those kinds of candies. They have Carbos, irons, calciums, and what they do is they give you EVs.
Right.
So,
and that was my guess that it would just be.
There
EVs.
are like hidden IVs for Pokemon in Pokemon Go, so it'll most likely alter those.
Who knows? Maybe it'll do both. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, if Carbos and shit still exist in Let's Go, then I imagine it'll just affect IVs, but who fucking knows? Chadwick mentioned some other ones I'm super excited about. Cyberpunk 2077 was brought to E3. It also won the best of E3 in literally like every fucking category.
I'm excited for Jump Force.
I am not. Like
I think that's going to be a fun game.
Like I am excited to see that there is a crossover of Naruto.
It's going to be more than just Naruto, DBZ, and One Piece.
It also has a Death Note in it.
Yes, it has Ryuk, but it's Jump Force, as in Shonen Jump.
Yeah.
So they're going to add ass loads of characters from the Shonen Jump stuff. So here's hoping they have My Hero Academia. Here's hoping they have iShield 21. They've had other fighting games before. One of their most notable ones was kind of busted because Frieza was absolutely broken.
Here's the problem that I have. I'm excited for that crossover. I feel like the game actually visually looks like ass and doesn't look like a very good fighter.
It's the same kind of fighting style and whatnot that has carried the Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm. Like, people love the way that game is played.
I have not played them, so I could not tell you. But, I mean, if the fighting's good, I still think it visually looks like a pile of garbage.
I don't think it looks that bad. It's got kind of like a realistic-ish kind of background with these anime characters interposed because of the stories.
Chadwick says it looks like a bag of dicks.
I mean, I could say that about Elder Scrolls 6.
Well, all we got was a moving picture and a title screen, so, you're not wrong.
I could also say that about Fallout 76.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's going to be an online survival MMO, so again, you're not wrong.
But Jump Force looks great because the art, at least, because it matches with the way they're trying to tell their story.
Sure.
And that's, you have our universe, and you have these characters from cartoons coming into our universe. So, of course, the art's going to be different. It's like saying I didn't like Mario Odyssey because he went to a Dark Souls universe at one point.
Sure. In any case, Cyberpunk 2077 is something I'm also super excited about. I'm interested to see what Starfield is coming from Bethesda. I mean, it literally is them going, all right, we got Elder Scrolls, which is medieval time, Fallout, which is kind of modern post-apocalyptic time. Now we're going to make Starfield, which is super modern hyper-tech time. So
Space.
we'll see what that ends up being. It's also very far out. So, yeah, I was quite excited, though. There's so many things that I want to get and want to play. The new Doom looks great. The new Metro game actually looks really fucking awesome.
Yeah, it does. I'm excited for that.
Like, Metro Exodus looks really good, and it actually got me to go play Metro 2033, which, Jesus Christ, is that game difficult? Like, I'm playing on normal...
I actually got Metro 2033 for free, because there was, like, this thing going on for a bit where it was all free. And I was like, sure, I'll play it. Took me a little to actually play it. Not because it was hard, but because my computer sucked. But when I did start playing it, it took me a little to actually play it, because it was kind of hard.
Yeah, game is surprisingly difficult. Bullets fucking hurt. So,
yeah.
In any case, though, yeah, E3 was very excited. I'm super stoked for the new Smash Brothers. If you have not seen it plastered all over everywhere in social media, the next Smash Brothers game coming to the Nintendo Switch is called Super Smash Brothers Ultimate. Every single fighter that has ever appeared in Super Smash Brothers is returning for Super Smash Brothers Ultimate. There's going to be 63 returning characters, and there are currently 2 new characters. The new characters are Inkling from Splatoon and Ridley from Metroid.
3.
Daisy's an Echo character, so I didn't consider her a new character.
She is new enough because the way that she plays is very similar but different enough from Peach.
Sure, I will accept.
Because her fighting, it's like comparing Ganon and Captain Falcon. Yes, by technicality, Ganon is a Captain Falcon Echo character.
Not anymore.
Not anymore, but in the past.
Yeah.
By technicality.
Yes.
But he feels so much different.
It's true. But they're also separate characters, like on the fucking character select. So
yeah, and in the past Daisy hasn't been, but now they are, so that's good.
In any case, so
but they still haven't added the one character I want,
which is
Isaac
from Golden Sun.
Absolutely,
I would love to see Isaac from Golden Sun.
Give me that forward smash being goddamn push. Give me that upward smash being grab. Give me the downward smash being Quake. Give me his final smash to be goddamn Ragnarok. I want it.
I would also really like to see... that's the character that I want to see because I want them to make more Golden Sun games. Currently, though, the rumor based on a credible leak is that the next character is Simon Belmont from the Castlevania series, which is also a perfectly fine choice.
I need it.
The other people that are potential rosters for that will be upcoming. Goku. Funimation has already asked Nintendo, hey, when can we get Goku in Smash? So one of the people that has partial rights to Goku and the Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z universe is like, hey, can we get Goku in Smash? Because fuck yeah.
It would make sense. They just had a fucking fighting game come out, so it'd be fairly easy to port it because they're both 2D.
Yep. And the other one...
And I mean, shit, Ryu is pretty much just Ryu from Street Fighter.
Almost literally, yeah. And then the other one is, and Chadwick mentions the game, is Sora from the Kingdom Hearts series. Nintendo is already working with Square Enix for character Cloud Strife from Final Fantasy VII. Kingdom Hearts 3 has been one of the biggest announced things over the last few months and was everywhere at E3. So it wouldn't be too surprising if Sora appeared in Smash as part of a promotional thing for Kingdom Hearts 3.
Surprising, no. Disappointing, yeah.
Yeah, no, yeah, I wouldn't be excited to see Sora appear, but I mean, visually, in terms of deals and how promotion and stuff works, it would surprise me literally zero if Sora appeared in Smash.
Right.
I mean, because he already kind of looks like a goddamn Smash character.
That's offensive.
Am I wrong?
Yes, because Smash is just an amalgamation of all of the Nintendo games. You're saying Sora looks like a Nintendo character.
Am I wrong?
Yes, Sora does not look like a Nintendo character. Sora looks like an edgy character, much akin to early Final Fantasy.
Sure, I'll accept that. All right, anyway, you want to get out of here, friend?
Yeah, I got stuff I got to research.
Cool. Everybody, we might have a show tomorrow. Nathan will probably not be here. Jennifer mentioned if she mentioned coming on to do a special show since we did miss 3 episodes this week. No guarantees on that, though. But otherwise, please remember that we are holding that Ask Us Anything. Drop those questions anywhere and everywhere possible. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, our subreddit. All of those are at iRedditCast. Otherwise, we also have an email, which is iReddit@mjolnir.media. You can also support us financially by going to patreon.com/dailyinternet. Thank you to to the patrons that we do have and that continue to support us. It was thanks to you that we were able to get my new computer. Thanks to you that Nathan just got his new computer, so we no longer will have to deal with those piles of technical difficulties and issues and computers fucking sucking. And so thank you so much for your continued support. If you want to follow us on social media, the show is, of course, as I said, at iRedditcast. I'm at Schwahn Michael, and Nathan is at Bimmenstein. And that is it, everybody. That is your 482nd dose of the internet. I am Michael Schwahn.
And I'm Max Volume.
And please remember, everybody.
Well, I didn't vote for you.
Have a good day.
Bye.